This interview is for an exercise in a course that I'm taking this semester. For the purpose of this exercise, do you consent to being interviewed and recorded?
I do indeed consent to being interviewed and recorded. My name is Hunter. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and to be here to be engaged with people who really care about the environment is something I'm passionate about personally. I would say on a daily basis, I try to encourage myself to go outside and really appreciate the world around me. I think we're students of the universe in the present moment. Nature has so much to teach us. I feel like there's a myriad of different things we can learn by going out in nature, but to answer your question succinctly, on a weekly basis, I will go outside every day, at least spend an hour outside. Again, I do feel like as humans, it allows us to really kind of understand our own origins a little bit deeper, and helps us relax. I think we're too caught up with stress in our society that I think nature really is a kind of natural therapy. Around Williams Village, I like to go by the creek. I think water acts as a good theme and kind of archetype for letting everything flow, and in my life I believe acceptance, not trying to control every little thing in our life is essential to allowing stress to be a low factor. That being said, in Boulder, Colorado, there are phenomenal places such as Flagstaff Mountain. My favorite of mine is actually going up the canyon and hiking to Settlers Park. I think having a view of everything is a very humbling experience, and to understand kind of your place and the grandiosity of everything, it allows you really just to be a better human. And by the natural world, I assume you mean the way society functions, the way our corporate jobs operate, and whatnot.
Yes.
It's very liberating. It takes away the kind of constraints and confining aspects of society. In society, we're not taught to fail. We're taught that success is almost this linear thing where you can either succeed or fail, whereas you really have to go through failure to get to success. And nature teaches you how to embrace the world around you and understand that failure is a natural part of things. So in my opinion, being able to kind of escape in a sense and really embrace what is reality, what is the natural world, allows us to be better people in what is, of course you asked the question, natural world, in society. I have one I'm able to articulate very clearly for you. It was in the latter part of my senior year of high school, in the second semester. It was during a baseball season. We had a game on a Tuesday afternoon, and I realized I had about an hour space after school to kind of relax before the game, get ready before practice. I was in nature, and I was simply sitting by a creek on a rock before the baseball game, and I began to meditate because it was a beautiful scene. And I didn't really have any obligations at that time, and I realized that we're all humans here. We're all animals as much as we don't like to think we are. We like to separate ourselves from that. Being able to fully immerse yourself in nature and understand that, you feel a sense of unity. I believe the whole process of meditation is inwardly focused. However, that is to be said also that there are a lot more stimuli involved normally inside. I believe each person is subjective in the way they go about their meditative practices, mindfulness techniques, to breathe, to be here and now. But I believe nature, it's more of a grounding experience. You feel rooted in everything around you. It's the essence of being, I would say, rather than something that is humanly constructed. It's experiencing what nature has to offer. We often forget that we come from nature, we grew out of nature, and we are not separate from it, we are part of it. Being in an industrialized space can sometimes feel like artificial when one is meditating. That's why I believe a lot of monasteries where people meditate are open to the outside, so wind can freely flow through. When I go out to nature alone, I find myself reflecting. I find myself trying to understand myself a little bit deeper. When I go out to nature with other people, I find that it's important to really be curious, to ask questions about the people around us. Again, we see this distinction all too often that we are separate from the people with which we interact, where in actuality, we are such the same, we come from the same source. But I think, learning from other people is the best way to understand ourselves. So each experience is unique in the way someone can learn, but I believe both are great teaching tools, and I enjoy myself the separateness of them both, and will, indulge in different times going outside by myself, and then taking a big group outside, and all, appreciating and reveling in the glory of all this together.